All right, we are currently registering about 140 feet below sea level here in Death Valley. Look at the wind blowing the sand across, just howling. Oh my. Even just driving through this place, one gets a sense of foreboding. I just want nothing more actually than to get out of here. It's really kind of creepy down in the valley, down on the floor of this place. This is Death Valley as we leave Stovepipe Wells. This is my energy use profile from Beatty, Nevada to Lone Pine, California through Death Valley. I've had to really manage my energy. I'm going slower than the speed limit right now because coming into Death Valley I was fighting a 30 or 40 mile an hour headwind, just eating my range like I couldn't believe. But now I'm doing just fine, slowed down a little bit, and I'm back on path. We're currently climbing back out of Death Valley. We're well above 1,000 feet after being below sea level, and we're going to climb all the way back up to probably the desert high, so 4,000 or 5,000 feet by the time I'm done. Anyway, we'll check back in at the end of the trip. Once again, we have our DeLorean in front of us here, just driving along. Who would have thought I'd be behind a DeLorean? We're at Town Pass elevation, 4,956 feet, after climbing out of Death Valley. If we look down here at our map, we can see that we left Stovepipe Wells and we're heading towards Lone Pine. And if we scroll up, you can see just the remarkable amount of energy used to climb from below sea level back up to 5,000 feet. Pretty darn amazing. We've just climbed out of Death Valley and we're going down into another valley that's adjacent to it on the west side. Just spectacular views, and you can see the road going down through the bottom of the valley there, which I guess is where I will be in a few minutes. Back down to 3,000 feet from the pass, which was at 5,000 feet. And my guess is we're going to end up almost down at sea level again. Continuing our descent down into the valley. Still just past a sign that still said 2 more miles of descent. Hard to imagine that that flat ground out there is 2 miles away. And we're almost to the valley floor, but that's probably still a mile away or more. still not to the valley floor, continuing to descend. And there we are, we're down on the valley floor. My ears need to be popped. It's been at least 4,000 vertical feet of drop into this valley. Just gonna have a stop here and take a look around. Now that I'm out of the wind, I want to just describe this scene a little bit. We were up at the pass at 5,000 feet. We went through a 6 or 7 mile descent down into another valley west of the official Death Valley. We're still in Death Valley National Park. But just this glorious drive down into this valley on the bottom, surrounded by hills on all sides, with some of the most majestic geologic features around. The wind still howling 30, 40 miles an hour across the valley. But I just am taken, just awestruck really by this location. It's just... Now I'm being pelted by sand from the 40 or 50 mile an hour winds blowing sideways across the road. I'm currently on California 136, heading for Lone Pines.
To California 203 towards Mammoth Lakes.
Alright, we're heading up on the final push up into Mammoth Lakes for a supercharger stop and another nice set of views of the mountains and the clouds. See how they pan out over the next couple of miles.
500 feet, turn right onto Tavern Road. Then you will reach your destination.
There they are. Not a single person here. Pull-throughs. It's an e-trike. How about that? Star of the corporate state.